Hey, what's up, guys? This is our very first live interview. We are going right to our challenges and coaches. It's a segment that I'm going to be doing probably once daily. Something to give you insight on what Beachbody has brought to quite a few people, not only around me, but in the US as well. And also, we're launching into the United Kingdom. So we are doing a bunch of some cool things in the United Kingdom, but I really want to get to know some of our challengers and some of our coaches and really bring that to you guys so you can see what it's all about, hear it direct from the mouth, because you guys have seen me make the post, but now we're going to do real talk. We're going to do real talk, real interviews. I'm going to ask some questions of some of our challengers, and I'm going to introduce some of our coaches and really get them to talk about Beachbody in their own words. This way you're not always listening to me. I am going to see if I can find my man. There he is. So today we've got Marc Roy. Marc Roy is one of the coaches on Team Dynasty. He's been a challenger. He's gone through programs. His biggest program, Hammer and Chisel, was the best he's ever done. Okay, so he was at a hefty, chubby 210 pounds, and he got down to 200. But this is one of those stories where it's not always about the scale, because it's not a huge weight difference. But what you guys don't know is he gained some serious muscle mass in this program. So we are going to bring it over. I'm going to actually invite Marc into our feed. So I just invited him to jump on and get ready for this call. Once again, I've got a few questions I'm going to ask Marc if he comes on. There's my boy, Mr. Marc Roy in the house. How you doing, brother?
Dude, this is awesome.
This is awesome. So guys, if you didn't know, this is the very first time we're doing this. Brand new feature, something that I really want to jump on, especially breaking into the United Kingdom. Marc, are you excited about that, brother?
Dude, I am pumped. I'm super excited about that. It's like such a great opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity. So I'm going to do a ton of these things. Like I said, I'm just letting the people, our viewers, know that I'm going to be doing this probably once a day with different challengers, different coaches, different customers that I've helped throughout the year. And I think this live double thing is going to work to our favor, because it's really going to show the world what we are all about. Not only do, and you do it and I do it, and we make quite often about our challenges, successes, right? So we'll show our challenger and we'll show pictures, but nobody's ever really done this in such a way that they get to actually hear it from the person's mouth. So people on the other side just might think we're just making these posts up. But I think with us doing it this way, the real talk, people can actually see what it's all about. So Marc and I talked a little before we did this. We kind of keep things up. So I'm going to ask Marc a few questions. And if you got any questions on your own, please do us a favor, drop us a line below letting us know you're on this live video. And if you got a question, post it in below, and maybe it's something Marc can actually answer for you guys. So Marc, we're going to get right into it. Before all this happened, tell us about your life before you started the program. How did you feel about yourself and your body at that time?
Sure. So before I started anything, I was just kind of just going through the motions, just kind of doing my thing day by day, working all the time, partying on the weekends, even partying after work sometimes. It was just like partying. Like that was my life for a while. So that's honestly how it looked for a while. And then it just kind of was like one of those things. I just got to the point where enough was enough, and I knew I needed to make a change. Like that, it's as simple as that. I didn't know what it was going to be or how to do it. The first thing that popped in my head was join a gym, because that's in everybody's head. And I knew for myself, I was gaining a lot of weight at the time. So, are you still there? You still there, Sean?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, sorry, I got things popping up and stuff. So I was gaining a lot of weight and stuff like that. And so I was just going to join a gym. And the problem with that, though, for me, I didn't know what to do. Like, you can just go and, you look at all the equipment and things like that. But for me, like, going to do that was just kind of like whatever. And I didn't have the money for a personal trainer. Like, I couldn't hire one. I just didn't have the money for all that kind of stuff. So that's when like Beachbody popped up. I had done P90X probably like 4 years prior. So I knew a little bit about Beachbody. And I got insane results, but at the time I didn't have a coach. I didn't know anything about coaching or anything like that. I got amazing results. I went from about 180, dropped down to about 160, 165, but I was completely ripped. But after that, I just fell off. And then it was like 4 years of just like whatever, kind of just jumping back and forth into different things and not really having any direction. Does that, I don't know, does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Did you actually get a gym membership?
I ended up getting a gym membership. I went for about maybe a couple months, and that probably before like I got started with my first like program after P90X was Body Beast. So I was going to the gym, but again, I didn't know what the heck to do. Like there's only so much you can do. Like just stand in front of the mirror, flexing, that kind of stuff gets kind of old pretty quick, especially when you're not seeing what you want to be seeing. So when I tried Body Beast, I went to the gym and I brought my laptop and followed it there. And that was the first like real true introduction to Beachbody, and I fell in love with it. So that was eventually what led me to Hammer and Chisel, because Sagi is the trainer for Body Beast. He's my all-time favorite trainer, and he was doing Hammer and Chisel with Autumn Calabrese, and I was like, I gotta check out that program, and actually Heather and I dove into that program. This is the first program I actually followed the meal plan, like to a T, and we didn't skip a day. It was like, let's do this. If we're gonna do this, let's do it the right way. And I went from like 210 down to around 200, but it was like a side by side. I wish I could like show you guys the side by side, but totally different. Like it was awesome.
That is awesome. That's super cool. And now with the way Beachbody has that on-demand feature, so you can actually now take that to the gym, no problem, stream live right from your gym. Make sure you're on your gym Wi-Fi, so it is a little bit easier to do. It's not so hard on your data. So, Mark, what inspired you to change your life and begin your transformation journey? Like, what was the kick in the ass that got you moving, got you going?
Well, if we go back a little bit, it was just the constant partying. And I was just at that point where I said, enough is enough. Like, I'm doing absolutely shit with my life. Like, nothing, I'm not doing anything good for myself, my body. I wasn't moving forward. I was just work, and then party, and I was broke all the time. So that was the kick in the butt. Like that, it was just that enough. I just got to the point in my head where I said, all right, it's time for something different, time for a change. Like it was as simple as that. It was just one of those like, all right, let's do this. And I think for me, like I had met up with a friend that I hadn't seen in years, and he was kind of like living the lifestyle I wanted to live, but I wasn't working towards. Like he owned his own business, he was living the life, he was enjoying stuff, kind of traveling all over the place. And I don't remember what he said to me. He had said something that day that I met up with him, and it was something. You know how you have like an aha moment, like that's what it was. Some
challenge before you even started a program. Did you have a big challenge right in the beginning?
I would say honestly, the biggest challenge was just starting. It was stopping the partying, stopping all the crap I was doing, and just doing it. That was honestly the hardest part. Like, yeah, that's what I would say. It was just harder to get started and actually make the change. That, like I didn't have any like.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's biggest struggle is just getting the start. I'm gonna jump in there a little bit and kind of, I was looking for that magic pill for about 6 years before I started my journey, right? And whenever I saw someone lose weight, I was asked, what'd you do? What'd I do? What'd you do? Like, what's the pill? What's the drug? What are you doing? How'd you lose so much weight? What are you eating? Until one day, like you're saying, it was just the biggest struggle is just getting off the damn couch and going to do it and going through that mental block.
Absolutely.
How has your life changed since completing your Beachbody program?
Like it's a lot of people when they get started, in my opinion, they start for usually the physical reasons. They want to lose 10 pounds, 50 pounds. But for me, it was sorry, here, log off because it's my Facebook is acting up. But for me, it was the community, the Beachbody community. That's been a huge change. Mentally, I'm a hell of a lot stronger than I used to be. Nothing, regardless of anything, whatever pops up in my life, um, it's easier to get through mentally. Like, I would say my biggest transformation is more mental than physical. Physical is great. Like I said earlier, um, physically, yeah, I feel like it works, But mentally, what people don't see is what's up here, and I feel like $1,000,000 compared to how I used to. I'm not out partying all the time, and when I go out and party and have a little bit of fun, because I do, it's not like I get right back into that mindset where I have to party every day, party, party, party. It's like, okay, I had my fun for a few days. Let's jump back in, and I jump back into the groups, jump back into the community. I'm surrounded by people like you, like Scotty Hobbs, Melody Ryan, like all these great people, and they just keep me on track, whether it has to do with the coaching or whether it has to do with the programs or the accountability for moving forward. So I honestly, like the mental stuff is so much better than the physical. The physical changes will follow when you get your mindset right. I think mindset has to do is so important because without the right mindset, you got nothing. Like the physical changes will follow if you get your mindset, if you get your mind in the right place. So mentally, so much stronger.
Absolutely. Okay, so you brought up Mr. Scotty Hobbs' name. So for those that don't know, Scotty Hobbs is actually our coach, my coach, your coach. How did Scotty support you on your journey? Now let's just talk about your actual journey, not the coaching side of it,
Yep.
wise, but your actual journey. How did he support you in that? Like, why would anybody want to coach, and what has Scotty done for you while you were going through your transformation?
Listen, when I remember when he first reached out to me, and he was just kind of telling me about like how it works, what's going on, like the accountability. Like I didn't, like honestly, I didn't understand any of it, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna trust you. Let's do this. And it was just the support. I knew that he was there if I was struggling, if I just was getting off track, because we all know how that goes. We all, you start off and you go about a week and you're super freaking sore and you're like, what, like, how am I going to keep going? But he was there to support me, and he let me know, listen, when your first week you're going to be sore. You might be sore for another week. It's part of the process. Your body's going to change. If I had questions about the meal plans, he was there to help me with how to find the meal plans, what to look for, all that kind of stuff. And it's just that kind of support I never had. And like I said earlier, I couldn't afford a personal trainer. Personal trainers are not cheap by any means, and it just wouldn't work for me. So to have that support, be able to reach out to him anytime I needed, was a beautiful thing. And it wasn't just him; it was other people in the group. So even let's say he was busy or not around, it was cool because I could post something like, "Hey guys, what should I do at night when I'm thinking about snacking. Like what are some good healthy ideas I could post it in the group and other people would chime in." So it wasn't even just Scotty. As awesome as that is, it was again back to the community that he brought together for all of us. So that I would say just to have somebody in your corner cheering you on is a big deal.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it's a huge deal. And for those of you that don't really understand what he's talking about, the group, we as coaches, we actually present challenge groups for you guys to give you that inspiration, motivation, support, whatever you need. A lot of us have put a lot of work into designing these programs. We do all the research for you. Some have written books, some have exclusive meal plans to help you out. So those groups are put into place to help you guys reach your goals. We do not give up on you even when you want to give up on yourself. So that's what coaching is all about on our side. So that, man, you know, all that is great. Now, we all know that Beachbody has a performance line and Shakeology and so forth. What is those type of programs, types of products helped you in your workouts? Because a lot of people say, do we need Shakeology? Do we need Energize? Do we need the recovery? Like, why should we buy this stuff? I want your honest opinion, and if you tell me it sucks, that's fine. I want your honest opinion on what it's done for you. What are the benefits of Shakeology or the performance line that have helped you into your transformation?
So personally, when I started, I just started with Shakeology. I didn't do any of the performance line or anything like that. I just started with Shakeology. For me, it was more about helping me get off of the junk food. Like I used to eat McDonald's all the time. I used to, I would literally, this is gonna sound sad, but I used to go to McDonald's probably 2 or 3 times a day at times. And it was because I hate cooking, and B, anything quick, and I'm hungry, I just want to eat. And it's super easy. You just go through the drive-through. So when I realized, like how much money I was actually spending on eating out, not just at McDonald's, but just in general. And I looked at the side-by-side comparison. I'm like, okay, I'll give this whole Shakeology thing a try. Whatever. What's it gonna hurt? So I tried it, and it helped me cut out McDonald's. That was like the #1 thing. Eventually, I stopped with the energy drinks. A lot of the time, I would drink. I used to drink like a crap ton of Red Bulls and Monsters and Rock Stars and all that kind of stuff. So that would be the second thing. And then for me, it just helped me. It helped me get back like natural energy. Like I wasn't. It helped me with soda. I used to literally drink cans and cans of soda and bottles of soda all the time. So it helped me with like my natural energy. It just if you know, I use the analogy now where like if you're gonna fill up your car, I lost it. But like you know, like when you fill up your car, you want to use the right gas, right? It's the same thing with our bodies. Our bodies, you know, I learned how to fuel my body versus like trashing it. Like it's a completely different feeling when you put the right stuff into your body. So that's that whole Shakeology. Like, but eventually I got into Energize, which is the pre-workout. I drink that every day. That's probably my favorite of the Beachbody Performance stuff. Hydrate, I drink occasionally. That's not one of my favorite things to use. The recovery, for especially when you are first beginning a program, it's awesome to help you cut down on like the soreness and stuff. So I like those. The Energize is probably my favorite, followed by the recovery drink for after the workouts. So it just helps you push through harder. You know, when you fuel your body the right way and you treat your body the right way, your body will work hard for you, a lot harder than you think. You know, so that would probably be my best answer for you.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so we're gonna cut things off. I got one more question for you.
Sure.
For anybody that's going to be watching this video right now, and the people that are on, we don't have a lot of questions so forth. We got a few that have said hi and said I've gone through that struggle as well. But if you had one thing that you would say to the people that are following and watching your journey right now, Mark, what would you say to them?
You know, that question sounds like a huge question, but the honest to God truth is, just freaking do it. Like, stop sitting there watching and just try it. Like, if you don't like it, then you quit. You know, you just got to do it. It's as simple as that. There's no magic. I don't have a magic answer for you. It's just as simple as you just got to start. Stop making the excuses. Lose the excuses. It's as simple as that. That's all I did.
Okay.
You know, that's all it is.
Okay. But it's feelings. We're here to get real. That's why it's real talk. So guys, that is Marc Roy, one of our coaches in Team Dynasty. He became a coach. He was a challenger. Now he's rocking a business. It's changing his life. We're not going to get too much into the coaching aspect of things because I really want people to understand what a challenge group will do for you guys, what getting off your butt will do, and how it will change And we're going to do this more often. I want to do this once a day with each and every, as many people as I can, my own challengers, other people challengers, other coaches. So once again, I am Sean Bourguignon. I am your coach. This is Marc Roy. He's another coach from being a challenger. And this is real talk. This is a real talk. This is real interview, real live people. And we're here to help you guys. We're here to help, here to support, here to motivate. Everybody that comes on these calls with me, we all do the same thing. We're here for you guys, and we're all going through our own transformation. So much love, Marc. Thank you so much for jumping on this call with us, and we'll talk to you soon. Any last words, brother?
No. I hope I hit everything. So.
All right. Okay, my man. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.